My caveat is that while I do advise for University College, I'm not in our University College advising suite. So
Mhm.
my numbers are probably not going to be the most accurate, just as a heads up. When I was in the advising office a few years ago, we usually averaged like a little over 300 students per advisor. I think it's actually pretty close to the same right now. We've added some more advising staff, which is really good. In terms of classes, that is the nice thing is that OU does have a lot of class capacity. So the ones that everyone needs, math, English, the science, all the gen ed classes. We work pretty closely with all of those departments to make sure that we have enough seats available for all students. Or um, sometimes where it happens, like enrollment season, right, happens in the summer for incoming students or in the fall and spring for current students. And so those who are advised and enroll late might not get first choice of classes, right? For those that you have options on or times of. But we always make sure that if they can't get into classes they need in that current semester, that they'll for sure have space in the next semester. Advisors have, we've added a couple more positions to staff. We've also kind of reorganized how University College advising works. We took in like our scholars advisors and kind of combined them. So we kind of upped the number of students we're all able to see, which is good. And we have a guy named George who works really, really hard to track all of the numbers for classes to make sure that students have space to get into what they need. From an advising standpoint, I think the main like hope is that as they try to increase the students coming in, that they would also increase the support for those students coming in. We have a pretty good framework or structure set in place in University College to handle a pretty large capacity of students. We're used to that. We're set up well for that. And so I think we make it work, right? But that's why, adding a couple more advising positions in the last couple of years has been a big help, and kind of restructuring has helped us to be able to maintain that growing load. We want our students to have access to individualized support, and we want them to have access to a well supported support system, right? And so that's always the goal. But as the university grows, I think it's important to keep in mind that the infrastructure needs to grow as well. Like, you're going to
Mhm.
have more students, then you need to have more space, more advisors, maybe more faculty, things like that. Kind of fits within the strategic plan, that the
Mhm.
university set a few years back. So they're kind of trucking forward with a lot of those things. So I think is good. So I'm always glad for more people to get a college education.